do that every. Like, that shit is. Holy shit. Holy shit. That shit is so fucking annoying. I gotta do this every goddamn time. Holy shit. That shit is so fucking annoying. I gotta do this every goddamn time. Shit is fucking stupid. Shit pisses me. Like, and that's why I make sure I check, cause nigga would have been talking for 30 minutes and niggas wouldn't said shit. Oh my god, this shit be killing me. Alright. We're going through, this will be the last time we watch this damn video, cause this shit is fucking 2 hours long. But I'm gonna make sure we skip to the parts where niggas actually have like actual disagreements. But yeah. Welcome back from Thanksgiving. I hope you niggas got fat and chunky. Cause now we getting back on the grind. I don't know why you niggas thought it was gonna be over after Thanksgiving. We get a little break. You don't get a break. You don't get a break from life. Life keeps going. They don't give a fuck about your turkey. They want you to worry about fucking turkey and shit while they're fucking blowing niggas up. That's what they want you to do. They want you to worry about turkey and shit while niggas is stealing kids out of the fucking back of alleys somewhere. That's what they want you to do. Wake up. And this is what you're here to do. This is what I'm here to do, is wake you niggas up and say what I want to say. That's the thing that I pride myself in, is being able to say what the fuck I want to say. Niggas not going to tell me what I can't say. Okay?
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok. Now, of course. Why do I have two mics showing? Of course, one of them isn't working. This is so funny. One of them isn't fucking working. Let me make sure this one is working. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, but all right, now let's get into this uncensored America. America. I don't know how they get ads and I can't get ads. This shit don't make no sense. Bro is talking about everything on here. What the fuck, YouTube?
All right. What's up, man?
Salam alaikum, bro.
Walaikum salam.
My name's Muhammad. I'm also Sudani.
Okay.
I was wondering, why'd you, like, your real name's Amr, right?
It's Amr, yeah.
Yeah, why'd you change your name?
Why'd I change it?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I don't know what the hell my parents were smoking,
Right.
but they made my government name Amru because I think they thought that Amr would be too hard for Americans to understand or say. So that was like their attempt at an Americanized name, which is kind of funny, but it doesn't make sense. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why, yeah. That's
okay.
literally that's why.
How old were you when you, like, officially changed it to Myron?
I never changed it officially.
Oh.
Still my government name.
You just go by Myron?
I never changed. Yeah, that's another misconception from retards. They all say, you changed your name.
Okay,
I didn't.
okay.
I never did. The reason why I used the name Myron is because when I started doing the social media thing, I was still working for the government and had a clearance. And since I have a unique name, if you typed in my name on Google, my government name, like criminal complaints on like cases that I did would come back. Because all federal cases are fairly easy to find on Pacer. So that's the only reason why I use the stage name. But like once I left the government, the name just stuck. But I never ever changed my government name. Still the same one.
No, that was the only question I had.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, don't believe the idiots online, bro. Like my haters are fucking 50 IQ. Would you
I'm saying dumbass
okay, yeah,
questions.
let's get some disagreeers to line up, by the way, guys. If you disagree, some good. You want to? It's kind of set to.
Quick question: how is your job and line of work, like doing all this debating stuff, been affected after the Charlie Kirk?
Not a disagreeer.
Not
a disagreeer.
Morning, Pete. Coffee's
See,
on
we're not
and your
listening
Uber's
to
on
this shit
its
like
way.
that today, okay?
You know,
How is it like your line of work? Like, nigga, come on. Come on. I need some real questions.
Yo.
What's up? I just want to say what's up. I'm a Hill Jake who lives out in the middle of the sticks, and you brought me out of the house for the day. I was actually kind of curious what you, what you were. I was kind of a curveball, but in Israel, you know that the Zionistic Jewish population is getting replaced by the Haredi. Like right now, they're like 12-13% of the population, and it's supposed to go up to like 25% by like 2040, 2050.
The Jews?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think they're a lot less than that, dude.
No, in Israel. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, that was my bad.
Okay, what percentage of them?
It's like 12 right now, but it's supposed to go up to like 25 by like 2050.
What percentage of what?
Haredi, like they're the not working ones. They just don't do fucking anything.
Oh, I
You
don't
don't
know.
know them?
No. I mean, there's different, types of, Jews.
Jews.
I mean, all the
Like
same
what?
nonsense, but yeah, still. I ain't wrong.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you're right. But I mean, no, I'm not too familiar with that, and no, I didn't look into
No,
that
fuck it.
too
I got a
much.
bunch of questions. Second, what the hell is like with all these ladies with like high successful husbands just dogging on like what the fuck, Stephen Curry's wife and then that Indian dude? Like, if that happened to me, I'd DDT that chick.
This nigga's stupid. Nah, but that's what happens when you just marry bitches that look good and don't like you. And you only do that when you don't have experience with women and they can fool you into thinking they actually like you. And when they fool you into thinking they actually like you and they trap you into marrying them, it's kind of over for you. So there's nothing we can really do for them. But that's what happens when you're with a woman who doesn't really like you, who feels like she's better than you. You see what I'm saying? Who felt like I was looking out for the little nigga. That is the outcome. You are a legendary top Hall of Famer, forever remembered in the game of basketball. And this bitch says she don't want to have your kids. Imagine. This bitch says she don't want to have the legendary. You don't want to have the legendary nigga babies? It's nothing you could do after that.
Yeah. Dude, it's like I said, we live in a society. I truly do think that we live in like a gynocentric social order, like where, obviously the patriarchy is responsible for defense and protection and, creating society. But the social order that we have is a female first gynocentric social order. And, we think that the female way of thinking and doing things is the appropriate way, which is a big fucking problem and why we're cucked.
I got another point.
All right, go ahead.
So
This nigga is fucking
on Instagram, we're seeing all these things
on some shit.
online and seeing all the sodomy and all the degeneracy social media. It's got me thinking something. Ted Kaczynski was right.
Well, I mean, he did predict a lot of the stuff when it comes to technology
Am
and
I
how it would
wrong?
change things, with AI and everything else like that. He passed away actually not too long ago. So,
Yeah, he killed himself.
Yeah. No, he died in jail.
No, he killed himself in jail.
He actually did it?
Yeah, he was sick and he just was like, fuck it.
Oh,
You know?
wow. Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, no, he predicted a lot of this stuff. So, it's interesting. All right, man, thank you. Yeah, haters.
Right,
only.
like, goddamn.
Screw up.
Why do you think that you should promote men to sleep with a lot of women? Don't you think it could be more powerful to teach them to deny themselves, and that can kind of improve the women also, because they'll view those.
Yeah, deny yourself, bro, and don't get the experience. And then when you go out there and you're talking to a bitch and you have no idea who you're talking to, you could be talking to a demon. You don't know because you've been denying yourself, but your dick is hard. You're going to ruin your life. Okay? Look, guys. Dating is like a boxing match, okay? My nigga, if you go out there and you didn't train for those 6 months, you're going to get your ass beat. Bad. It's not going to be a draw, a close one. She's going to whoop your ass, okay? You might never box again. That's how bad the ass beating going to be. All right? So if you niggas don't get your training and your reps in, you're not going to be able to fight. Okay? Simple.
Men as the high value men.
No, that's a very fair criticism. So the reason why is because, unfortunately, it's not 1955, it's 2025, and women are more promiscuous now than ever before. And not only are they more promiscuous, but we have a marriage institution that's set up for them to exploit and destroy you and extract value while you get nothing in return. So I'd be remiss if I didn't tell men the truth about modern women and how they operate, because unfortunately, though Christianity solves a lot of problems and religion is great, the new normal does everything in its power to destroy men for following that. So just because you're devout and you believe in God doesn't mean that she does, right? And then also on top of that,
Even if she does, it doesn't mean that she's gonna want what you want, or she still doesn't want what. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too many variables nowadays to just hope on the Bible when it comes to these hoes. Okay, all right. It's too many variables. The Bible isn't gonna save you. It might save you going to heaven, but it's not gonna save you from these hoes. I'll tell you that.
even if she does say, I fear God and everything else like that, she reserves the right at any time to become secular and divorce you and destroy your life. So that's why I'm very, that's why I'm very cautious when I tell guys, like, look, believe in Jesus, go to church, that's fine. But just because you fear God doesn't mean that she won't.
That's it.
No worries, man.
Thank you.
Rush that.
Who's up next?
Bro.
Yeah, disagreement.
You got any haters? What the fuck you saying that?
Are you talking about me?
Yo.
Kind of just to second what he just said. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and what you just said about religion and Christianity being powerful, I don't neglect that, but I think the truth lies in Jesus Christ, and that's what I think this country's missing most.
Sure, I agree with you, bro.
What you said about religion being powerful, I think a lot of people are falling into the trap of what they're consuming, both literally and metaphorically, in this country. I think a lot of it lies in nutritional lies, media lies, whether it be music or what they're watching on TV. Like here at Ohio State, it's a bit of a party school, and so like a daily routine of a guy literally might be wake up, rip his Geek Bar, go eat like chicken tenders and watch Love Island, and that's like not an over-exaggeration. And so I think what a lot of people are circling on here is what's the truth and how can we improve this country. Like you said, it was founded on Christian values. But then again, what you just said about religion, I don't think that's powerful. I think Jesus Christ is powerful. And what he just said about women and just, not sleeping with a lot of women, if you deny yourself, like in the Bible, the most powerful man was defeated by Christ. So I think I would rather go my whole life just without a woman if it meant giving in to the sinful nature of the country and what we're seeing, because I do believe we're a country run by Satan. And so how, whether it be if you accept Jesus.
Well, unfortunately, brother, not everybody's a Christian. Not every man's a Christian, okay? Myron's a Muslim. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, even though this is a Christian nation, not everybody's a Christian. So for me to prescribe only Christian answers would be disingenuous for my guys that aren't Christians. So, and we're in America. It's not like we're in fucking Saudi Arabia where you're not allowed to be anything else. You know what I'm saying? Oh, stop. You could be Christian or Muslim there. Just joking. Anyways, but yeah, we're in America. So what I would prescribe you is something that would work. Relax. Come talk to me. Sit. Thank you. What I would prescribe is something that would work for a lot of the guys. Okay, it wouldn't just Sam, come, sit, relax. It would work for a lot of men. It wouldn't just work for the Christians, or it wouldn't just work for the Muslims, or it wouldn't just work for the Jews. It worked for it worked for everybody. So that's what the advice would be, especially if you're trying to get a modern day woman, per se, if that makes sense.
Jesus Christ as the truth, or a man like you is a Muslim, how do you think we can deny those, kind of satanic lies that we're being fed?
Well, I mean, first is, education and understanding, and knowing what you're up against and, how we stand. But like I said, I think if guys want to deal with women, modern women, you need to be.
Yeah, but so you got to know what to do. So, I mean, if you want to deal with modern women, then you definitely got to know how to maneuver and deal with them.
Aware of these things and how they move, because like I said before, just because you fear God doesn't mean that they won't, that they won't. So my thing is I just want guys to go into this relationship thing with their eyes wide open because women have changed significantly.
Yeah.
And I would argue not only have they changed, but they've changed to your detriment, and they're encouraged to do so, right? You know, men are taught do what's right, women are taught do what's right for you, right? Oh, if you're not happy in a relationship, just divorce them. Like that's kind of where
Like, you gotta understand, like, I get what bro's saying. I might as well just stay celibate and never have any type of woman. But it's like, man, I don't know. It's like you're denying it. Like you're denying. Like you're kind of going against God doing that because God would rather you spread His word and His seed and your seed, you know, so that there's more Christians in the world that's able to spread His word. But I understand his dilemma, but you just have to either. Yeah, you just have to either you just have to adapt. You just have to adapt and understand that you're adapting to the new normal and making sure that your future and your legacy isn't going to be tarnished by some woman because you didn't know how to fucking choose correctly because your dick got hard.
where we are now. Like a man will, you know, make himself miserable to keep his family. A woman will destroy her family so that she won't be miserable. Two different things that we're told. So just as long as guys understand this and find a woman that has a very similar worldview that fears God, that's what I'm saying. But the days of like, you know, finding a girl and knowing that she's going to not be a 304 and she's going to be God-fearing, that's a fantasy, man, unfortunately.
I do agree with you on that notion, and I'm not saying the country and the world changing is a direct correlation with women changing, but I think, you know, understanding that where we are as a country and a society is, you know, one that's kind of damned. And again, as a follower of Jesus Christ, I do believe we're living in the times of Revelation. And if you read Scripture, you know where we are in society, and that might match and be a correspondent with where women are, and maybe if they fall victim of the standards being set. But then I encourage you to maybe have people on your podcast like you keep doing, but just kind of bring men and women, whoever, to spread religion, whether it may be. But I respect obviously you as a Muslim and other Christians here, but I think it's kind of us as Americans are losing the identity of Christianity, in my opinion, but all religion, and I think that's just really hurting our society. So if you have any disagreements with that.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I think losing, side of God and religion in general creates a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm just, my thing is, I agree with it, and that's precisely why I say guys need to navigate in this way now, because I do agree with that. If I didn't agree with that, I would just say, no, just keep doing what you're doing, like pretend it's 1955. No, I agree with you, which is why I like that's one of the ways that I think is a solution.
Sure.
There's other ways, but that's just one of them.
And then one conclusive statement is
Then we'll go to the next guy.
Why aren't we being shown the Epstein files?
Man, the Epstein situation is a very
not being shown it because they are in it. As we watched from the last stream, bro said, don't put nothing out too quick because we got to make sure that everybody ain't, we trying to get Trump, but we got to make sure ain't everybody going to get caught because then, the whole government might get shut down, collapse because nobody might pay their taxes. Everybody know we was all at the island. Who the fuck going to pay their taxes? So, yeah, that was a little crazy. That was a little shaky. We got to see what's going on with that. I think Nick might have broke that down some more. We might watch that tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday. But yeah, that was a little shaky.
That's a complex situation. I've kind of explained this, but the reality is it's not just the FBI that's responsible. It's also going to be the entire IC or intelligence community because I guarantee the CIA, NSA, all these different agencies have files on Epstein as well because we know Epstein was a foreign asset, and if he's a foreign asset, by definition, that means the CIA is going to have a file on him. So I think we need to start asking Tulsi Gabbard questions because she's the head of the IC pretty much as a DNI. And the FBI only has a portion of the stuff that we're trying to see. So we'll see what happens, but I do think that the whole Epstein file debacle is one of the biggest L's for the Trump administration. So
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
no worries, man. Thank you. All right, let's get a disagreement or...
Pissing me out because that motherfucker was in there. Fucking sick bastard.
I am Shakur, and at Herzing, I am.
Hey, how you doing, Myron?
Yo.
I know it's a crazy statement here, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Ooh, crazy! Oh my God. Yeah. I'm actually from Israel, so I'm here to talk
Cool.
about exactly what. First of all, I want to start by saying I don't really get what the purpose of doing the Nazi salute is. Like, it's kind of like, as a Jew standing here, like, I want to talk to you, like.
I can't wait. Let's see this.
You say you're peaceful and stuff like that, but I really don't get the purpose of it. You know how it makes me feel, so like, I would rather if you wouldn't do that.
Wait,
obviously,
it makes me
do
feel
you have anything to say about why you're doing it? Like, what's the purpose of it? You also, you're not claiming the World War II didn't happen, so like.
You're saying
what are you
I
doing?
didn't claim that World War II?
Yeah, you're not denying it, right? So.
No, I'm not denying it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I think that the circumstances and facts around it are very questionable, and I don't think that it occurred the way that a lot of these historians and
what niggas don't understand is that they was like, oh my God, we came to the camps. They were so sick. Why do you think Germany lost? You think Germany lost because they were getting beat? You think Germany lost because they was getting fucked? No, Germany was doing the fucking and unfortunately ran out of oil. That's literally what happened. Now, why do you think the US after World War II set up bases in Saudi Arabia for oil? Or set up in the Middle East for oil. I won't say Saudi Arabia, but in the Middle East for oil. Even though I think it was Saudi. But yeah, why do you think the US after World War II set up in the Middle East for oil? Because they said, damn, we can't be like them niggas at war, whooping ass, and then fucking run out of oil, run out of energy, run out of power. So what people don't understand is that Germany was losing resources. Germany didn't have any more resources to fucking fuel the war. You thought they had resources for the camps? And that's why when they would come they were coming to get them, they looked malnourished, sick. Also, what was going around in the camps was typhus. That was one of the big diseases that was going around in the camps. That's why they were bald, like lice. It's because the typhus is lice. Typhus is a lice disease, I think, right? Let me make sure. So, niggas be thinking I'm talking on my ass. Group of bacteria infections spread by vectors like, yeah, see? So they was getting typhus from the lice. Okay, there we go. But that's what motherfuckers don't understand. Niggas like, oh my God, they weren't doing that. I'm sorry.
Holocaust experts are saying, because they have obviously a financial incentive to maintain a certain narrative. But yeah, when it comes to like the Roman salute or whatever, aka this, the reality is that I think that nothing should be off the table when it comes to speech. And sometimes you have to push the edges of speech to ensure that we protect speech and be able to have discussions. And this is one of those topics that for a very, very long time you haven't been able to talk about because, the Jewish lobby has a lot of power, a lot of influence, and they shut anybody down that talks about it. But it took a genocide in 4K for us to finally be able to have this very difficult conversation. But before October 7th, if you criticized Jewish power, if you talked about Zionism, if you talked about undue influence in American politics when it comes to Zionism, you would get banned off of YouTube and these social media platforms so fast you couldn't even say, shalom. So I think us having this conversation is very important. And sometimes you have to push the barrier of it, which means even doing taboo things and saying taboo things.
I'm just worried about when they going to retract this fucking freedom of speech that we got right now. I'm just worried about when they're going to retract this shit. Because then, I'm finna have to go back to my fucking shell somewhere. Fuck! I just got to know when they're going to retract this shit. This shit is annoying. They better not, though. I'm going to keep speaking how I want to speak, but they might try, like I said, like on TikTok, I can't even post a Nick clip, or even when we watch Nick, I can't even post me doing that on TikTok ever. I get community guideline as soon as I post a fucking clip. And that's just TikTok. So imagine how YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or all the rest of them niggas gonna be like.
To ensure that freedom of speech stays for everybody.
Sure. We'll definitely disagree about that, but
sure.
Yeah, let's talk about Israel. Why do you believe it's a genocide? Why do you believe it's a genocide?
Why do I think it's a genocide? Well, besides the fact that, we know that 60,000 people have died, right? That roughly 60 to 65,000. That's what the official number is.
Yeah, how many of them do you think are Hamas terrorists?
A fraction.
What do you
even
do you
as
think?
well, even Israeli documents.
Even if they are Hamas terrorists, Israel funded Hamas Israel might still be funding Hamas. I think they still funding Hamas. So it's like they're killing people they are giving money to. That doesn't make any
It's
sense.
internally said about 83% of the people that got killed are civilians.
That's not true.
It's Israeli
That's
documents,
not what the-
declassified Israeli
that's not what
documents that leaked.
That was not what the Gazan Health Ministry is saying. They're claiming 20,000. Yeah.
The guys at Health Ministry is saying what, 20,000?
20,000.
20,000 what?
Hamas members, contributors, whatever. you
Okay,
wanna
so that
claim.
means 40,000 innocent people died
Sure.
then by your numbers.
Yeah, that's.
You think
one
that's
to-
appropriate?
It depends on what you mean appropriate.
Okay, so let me get
I don't.
this.
Wait. Niggas said it depends on what you mean. So you only killed 20,000 of their soldiers, but you happen to kill 40,000 civilians? What the fuck? You're killing more civilians than soldiers, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think any civilian death is good death. Always, obviously, I think it's terrible.
You just said you're killing twice as many civilians than fucking soldiers. What are you doing? So that means when y'all go out to the field, y'all are killing civilians. Y'all aren't just fucking. Y'all are literally killing them faster than you kill the soldiers. You dumbass.
Terrible. Wars are not moral. They're completely immoral. I'm totally against them happening. But claiming that in modern warfare, a 1-to-2 ratio is completely terrible and out of the talks is crazy to me as well. I'm totally against any civilian death, obviously.
Okay.
1 to 2 if it was going the other way. Maybe if it was 40,000 soldiers and 20,000 civilians, maybe we might have a chat. Maybe you could give me something, but you're killing double these civilians of soldiers. That is a fuck no. That means you're going out your way to kill civilians.
So, because here's the thing, even if we use, because the reality is going to be hundreds of thousands that are dead when this is all said and done, because there's bodies under the rubble, that doesn't account for the people that were pulverized and completely, dissipated when they were hit with the bombs. It's going to act, when this is all said and done, there's going to be hundreds of thousands that die. But let's go ahead and go with the conservative estimates. You're saying 60,000 died, and you're saying roughly 20,000 of them were Hamas, and you're saying the other 40,000 were civilians.
I mean, I could claim other things, right? But sure,
Okay,
I'll go
well-
by the Gazan Health Ministry.
Well, even that is
Yeah.
unacceptable. 40,000 innocent people
Ca-
dead.
cl-
Because
tell me
here's
any other modern war that happened that had less civilian
Well-
ratio casualties.
okay. So so by your definition then, or by your logic, that means that Hamas are better than the IDF.
How so?
Because when they went in and killed the 1,200 people, which by the way we know that a lot of them were killed by the IDF.
Yeah.
With the
we
Hannibal
can talk
Directive.
about that.
By your logic of you saying like, oh no, 20,000 combatants while killing 40,000 innocent people is great ratio. Then by that ratio, then the Hamas is better than the IDF, because we know 1,200 died on that day, right?
Right.
We know roughly 400 of them were IDF, which means enemy combatants. So that leaves us with roughly 800 or so that were civilians. But you can then make the argument, well, are they really civilians? Because everyone in Israel has to serve in the IDF, so are they combatants or not? But let's go ahead and assume that they're civilians. So 400 were active duty, killed. So that leaves us with 800. We don't know how many were killed by the IDF versus Hamas, because we know that a lot of people that died were killed in a manner that was far too sophisticated for Hamas to do, because Hamas doesn't have Apache helicopters with Hellfire missiles.
Okay,
That's a fact.
Okay,
and we
so
know that the Hannibal Directive was activated on that
Sure,
day.
sure.
So the IDF killed a whole bunch of their own people.
It's just conspiracy, completely conspiracy.
What?
There's
I have
literally
What?
several images of them shooting at.
Yeah.
What? You can literally see fucking these niggas fucking shooting at everything. This is what I'm saying. This shit is crazy. That's what I was like. I'm telling you, the other day, I'm talking to my fucking aunt about 9/11, and I'm telling her, dancing Israelis. She's gonna tell me, well, some people be gossip. This isn't gossip. We're not joking. Nobody's telling a joke that we misheard, and we're telling you. We're seeing niggas do shit in 4K. We have phone calls of the little girl talking about they shot up the car. I can't even talk. Blood is coming out my mouth. What are you talking about? Like, you cannot just say this not happening anymore. It's 2025. I'm sorry. That shit don't work no more. That shit is null and void. We do not care about you saying it's not happening. We don't give a fuck. Say it all you want. I really don't give a fuck either. Niggas say it all the time. But shit is crazy. It's propaganda. Nigga, we have videos. What the fuck are you talking about?
People at the
Just not true.
at the
But, okay,
festival.
Listen, I have people that I know that have been there that day at the Nova Festival, right? That did not happen. I was in the military. I served in the Israeli military.
You had
did not
to.
happen. You can claim
If you're
that.
if you're in Israel and you're an Israeli citizen, you got to be an IDF soldier. That's a fucking requirement. Go look it up. I promise you, you'll be surprised.
Conspiracy.
Okay, so
No
your
matter the
interpretation
age.
is the IDF did not kill Israelis on that day.
I mean, you could claim that something happened with Crossfire. That could have happened like anything, but no, not
Well,
on purpose.
There's
no Hannibal directive. That's just not a thing.
The Hannibal directive isn't real?
It's a thing that people
That's already
claimed
been
in the 1990s, and it's not something that's been used.
Okay,
ever.
so explain to me why Yoav Gallant admitted on
I was gonna
Israeli
say,
television
it's already been-
that the Hannibal directive was absolutely activated on that day, and it should have been activated in other areas on top of that.
It's already.
Did not say that.
Yes, he did.
It's already. That's what I'm saying. Like this shit. Like the shit niggas be arguing now has already been verified, bro. It's already been verified. The shit he's talking about has already been verified, bro. And it's not like it takes it don't take a scientist to go find it, my nigga. Like, so that's why I'm telling you, bro. Like the bullshit they doing, that they think they're gonna continue to do in front of us, and think we're fucking stupid and we're just dumb Americans and we're just gonna laugh and take it up the ass. It's not gonna happen anymore. I promise you that. I'm not taking it. Shit.
No, let me see that.
He didn't say
Go
that?
ahead, pull it up. No, I don't know. I don't know anything of that happening.
Okay, let me find it right now for you.
Fucking
See, and this
dumbass.
is the thing that's always funny whenever I debate with Zionists. Zionists always like, you know.
No, I've never seen that. I don't know what you're talking about.
October 7th.
I don't know.
Yoav
We
Gallant
can start it way
absolutely.
before, bro. We can start it whenever you want.
No, but
Let's start in 1947. Or when do you want to start? The truck bomb? When do you want to start? When you was killing the British soldiers? When you want to start? When they told you couldn't immigrate over here no more as much? They didn't even say you couldn't even immigrate. They said just not as much. When do you want to start?
it's always started off at October 7th.
Because it's a complete atrocity.
When do you want to start? Netanyahu's fucking mentor was an assassin. When do you want to start? Where do you want to start, brother?
And you believe that as well, right?
Perfect. So you understand Hebrew?
Of course. When is this from?
This is Yoav Gallant on Israeli media admitting it. So
when?
I'm gonna. This was I think maybe 9 months to a year ago. So here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this on the speaker for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll translate for the audience. So.
ישירות, אני חושב שבאופן טקטי במקומות שונים ניתנה, ובמקומות אחרים לא ניתנה, וזו בעיה.
So you can decorate
I'm gonna go to
just
some
about
like,
anything. Your tables,
Bro.
yourself.
Bro.
Get all the perks with it.
Bro, they were literally like, this is how bad it is. This is how sick these motherfuckers are. They were literally on Twitter talking about, Elon had to take off Hebrew translations the other day on Twitter, literally because these niggas were talking about killing the children in Gaza and hoping they die, hoping the blood runs with the children's blood in the streets in Gaza. That's how bad it was. Like,
He said in certain
Was the
areas.
order given?
Yeah, he said in certain areas
to
it
use
happened in
Hannibal
certain
directive. I think tactically in some places it was, in other places it was not, and that is a problem. That's Yoav Gallant.
Yeah, sure.
The equivalent to R. Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense, or Secretary of War. So you have the defense guy, literally the head of the military, admitting that the Hannibal directive was activated on October 7th, and even going further and saying it should have been activated in other places. And for those of you that are unaware, because some of you guys might be saying, what the fuck is a Hannibal directive?
Hannibal directive is when, when Palestinians steal Israeli soldiers, Israeli hostages, Israelis have to give up like 10,000 Palestinians just to get that one hostage back. So instead of getting their hostage taken, they start killing their own people so that they have less chance to steal hostages.
The Hannibal directive, guys, is a controversial technique that the IDF employs whenever they're under attack, where they kill Israelis, both soldiers and civilians, so that they are not captured and taken as hostages, because they understand that if any of those people make it back to Gaza and they're taken as hostages, they're going to have to go ahead and exchange anywhere between 100 to 1,000 Palestinians that are also being illegally held as hostages to get that Israeli back. So instead of dealing with that diplomatic nightmare, they'd rather just kill them. So that's your defense minister literally saying it. Denying that too?
No, I'm not denying it.
Telling you guys.
Again, no, I'm not denying
everything.
it. Again, he said in certain areas.
You see, bro? You see, bro? I need to get my fucking hat with the hair. I'm about to order it right now. Fuck it.
It probably is not even close to being a fraction of the deaths in that day, anyways. So it doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, like I said,
that is not
it is a
proof.
factor because that is why you guys went into Gaza and killed hundreds of thousands of people. So it absolutely
Right,
matters.
of course, because they crossed the border and killed as many people as they can find. And
Oh, so
another
that so
important-
that so that
and
so
you're
that so
claiming-
that
wait.
justifies killing 40,000 people
No,
by
that's
your
not what I said.
estimate.
You're so first of all, before that, you're claiming that the IDF is
Fucking, it's fucking you.
similar to or sorry, shut the fuck up. You're saying
Hey, guys, let him speak. Please don't harass him.
you're
Just
talking.
let him speak, guys.
You're talking. You're
Please.
saying that Hamas and IDF are similar for the fact that IDF or Hamas killed only 1-2 ratio on that day. I think a lot of it.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
use
no, sure,
modern
sure.
warfare and
I'm just saying.
ratios by your logic,
saying.
then the IDF is doing better than the Hamas is doing better than
unless-
IDF.
I think the most important thing is intent.
Yeah, you can't jump him. Don't jump him up here. We don't want it to get violent. Come on now. He is a Jew, but we don't want to get him. We don't want him dead. All right. Come on now.
Right.
We're
So
civilized
all
humans
on
over
that
here
day
in
was
America.
any single
We don't
person
just
they
kill
could see,
people.
Right.
We
Any
have
person they could
conversations.
find. They went into houses. They raided houses. They killed babies sleeping. They killed people sleeping. They didn't really care. They killed any person they could. Israel is not doing the same.
The goal was actually to take as many hostages as they could.
They
That
did
was why
both.
they went in.
It was a combination of both. You saw the videos. I'm assuming you've seen the videos.
Yeah, I've seen the videos,
Yeah.
but like again, the main purpose was to go in there and take hostages.
It was a combination for sure. Yeah. That also happened, but they also tried to kill as many people as they can.
Meanwhile, the
You
IDF
know
just
that they wouldn't
indiscriminately
stop.
bombed Gaza and killed innocent people all over the place.
If they had the ability to kill every single person in Israel on that day, they would have done that. Israel's not doing that.
I mean, I don't even
Have you
think that's
seen the-
really. The goal for them was to come in and take hostages
And kill as
do
many
an
people as they can.
exchange. Meanwhile, Israel said, you know what, we're just going to level Gaza and bomb the hell out of it, not going to let them get food. We're going to just destroy it, kill everybody. So, again, I don't think.
Imagine the ragtag militia group is running better military operations than the fucking superpower Israel. The ragtag militia is getting hostages, but Israel's bombing and destroying and leveling cities. Imagine.
Happened on October 7th justifies how Israel responded and how they leveled Gaza and killed so many innocent people.
Did it?
And the international community agrees with me on this, and pretty much everyone else does, that it is a genocide. Every scholar agrees with that. And then the retaliation from
Bro.
Israel was just unacceptable. Especially when you guys have a very good and competent intelligence community between the Mossad and the Shin Bet and the Unit 8200. How is that you guys were able to get pagers to explode in Lebanon and kill several members of Hezbollah with direct airstrikes, then also do direct airstrikes in Iran, which is miles upon miles away, kill several generals, kill several scientists, precise, do this surreptitiously, have bombs and pagers for 10 years, but you're telling me that you guys can't go ahead and do something more precise with Hamas, who's an inferior military right in your backyard, who has no military capability to the same degree as Hezbollah or IRGC. This is why I can never accept what Israel's done to Gaza and Hamas, because you guys have done far better against more sophisticated militaries. There's no excuse to kill the people you guys did.
Yeah. What do you think Israel should have done that day then?
What should have they done?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Did you know that Hamas put a deal on the table to return all the hostages back roughly on or about October 8th to October 10th in exchange for them not going into Gaza?
That's there were more clauses for that.
No.
That was not
Literally,
the only
they were
thing.
going to give all the hostages back in exchange for them not going into Gaza, because they knew that it was going to be bad, because you guys started pushing the Hasbara with the mass rapes and the beheaded babies, you know, which the Zaka organization made up that lie. And they knew that they were going to get leveled, so they said, you know what, we'll give you all the hostages back, just don't invade Gaza. And Benjamin Netanyahu refused, and they invaded anyway, because it was never about the hostages. It was about leveling the
There
Gaza.
should have been a retaliation. You don't think so?
Sure, they could retaliate, but retaliating in that manner,
It's crazy.
right, was just unacceptable.
So
and then
you
on top
agree
of that,
on not accepting that deal then? If there should have been retaliation.
they could retaliate, but to not
if
accept
they
the
agreed
deal.
to that deal.
What was that?
Not if they agreed to that deal, right?
You don't have
could
to.
have done things
You
surreptitiously.
could retaliate and not step foot in Gaza. The fuck.
So like they always do.
What do you mean?
So the Mossad has the most confirmed assassinations by far. That's all they do. I mean, you guys were able to kill the leader of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, in Iran with a direct fucking bomb. Why can't you guys do that with the others? See, that's the point. The goal was never to actually get the hostages back. The goal was to destroy Gaza.
Part of it was to annihilate Hamas, of course.
No. It was to annihilate Gaza so that they can go ahead and take that land and turn it into beachfront property, like we've seen.
No.
That's the reality.
Well, I mean, only the future will tell.
I mean, they already have like schematics and like plans to literally turn it into like a whole resort area.
We'll see.
Kirshner Witkoff, they slipped up on 60 Minutes and admitted this. We saw the plans. Like they're selling the land right now as we speak at Jewish auctions. The goal was never to actually just eradicate Hamas. It was about eradicating all the people there, making it
impossible to live there, impossible to get anything, food, water, and impossible to do anything there. So they like, fuck, why the fuck would I want to stay here and all this shit? I might as well just leave. That's what they did in the beginning, you dumbasses. That's how they did. They just didn't use bombs. They might have had sticks and stones, but they was doing the same shit. They're like, damn, they keep killing us. Why are we staying here? We might as well just leave. That's how they got them to move last time.
Tolerable to live there, so you can go ahead and turn it into beachfront property to emulate what's going on in the UAE and Saudi Arabia because they're trying to make some money as well in the Middle East. So that's what's really going on. It was never about getting the hostages back. And this was actually confirmed by Israeli media, the Israel Times. Someone who was a member of the families, like a representative for all the families, met with Netanyahu and members of the cabinet several times. And Netanyahu said, look, yeah, this deal came across, but we're not going to do it. We want to go ahead and eradicate Hamas. And he wanted to go ahead and continue the war. Also, he's facing a corruption trial. He doesn't want to go to jail.
I won't disagree about the fact that he's not trying to go to jail. Like I don't.
I'm
saying I'm not going to. I don't care
what do you
about
disagree
Bibi
with in
Netanyahu.
particular?
No, I'm saying I don't care about Bibi Netanyahu. Like I'm not here to protect him or say anything good
That's
about
fine,
him.
but he's the reason why we had this conflict and why it's been going on so long.
It would have happened no matter what.
I'm sorry?
It would have happened no matter what.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, it probably would have happened no matter what because the Israelis don't actually want peace at all. They want to.
I completely disagree.
They want to have a Jewish state.
Right.
I completely.
They want peace?
No. Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
That's not even a question.
Okay.
I want peace.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Why not have a two-state solution or a one-state solution then?
I wish for a two-state solution. I hope it happens.
It's never going to happen.
I know because the other side doesn't want it as well.
Because Netanyahu and as well as the entire Knesset all pretty much agree that they want the Palestinians out of there.
That's just not true.
20%
of the Israeli population is Arab.
Okay, that's a minority.
That's still a big minority.
And they still aren't treated equally.
They are.
No, they're not.
Completely equal rights.
Yeah, but they're not treated equally culturally and socially.
Because of what? Systematic racism? Of course, that happens everywhere.
Yeah, but because Israelis love to throw that out there, like, oh yeah, we have 2 million Arabs. They're not treated the same whatsoever.
They are. You just said they are.
And on top of that, like, it doesn't matter because there's millions of others that are just literally don't have any rights at all, no sovereignty, no nothing. So look, again, Israel conducted a genocide. The entire world pretty much agrees with that, to include genocide experts. Could have they went about what they did in Gaza in a better way? Yes. Even by your own numbers, which are heavily deflated, 40,000 innocent people dead is completely unacceptable, especially when we've identified that roughly 800 Israelis were killed, and we don't even know how many Hamas killed versus the IDF killed, because we know that the Hannibal Directive was actually absolutely activated that day. And then on top of that, we know that hundreds of them were killed in a manner that Hamas doesn't have the capability of doing. The Apache helicopters then burnt to a crisp in cars. Hamas doesn't have that capability.
They can blow a car up.
Not to the degree that some of those cars were destroyed.
Of course they can.
And then there's footage also released showing that they were just shooting at anyone. Because when you look at the through the Apache helicopters, it's just thermal vision. So all you see is people running around. They just shot at everybody indiscriminately. So
yeah, and you
IDF
see that
absolutely killed a significant amount of, if not hundreds,
I have that on my channel
on
too.
October 7th, and then blamed it on Hamas.
Hamas has been doing the exact same thing to their population. So even if we're claiming 60,000, I'm sure a good percentage of that is Hamas people killing.
You mean
their
like
own
Hamas
people.
killing like their people?
Of course.
Yeah, they kill collaborators. Yeah.
No, they kill any.
They kill collaborators. Like all the footage we've seen, those are all like other clans that collaborated against Hamas that they're killing. Now, again, I'm not here to apologize for them. I don't care. But the reality is, if we're going to go ahead and call a Hamas a terrorist organization, so is the IDF. I would argue the IDF is a bigger.
IDF were 3 terrorist organizations formed into one.
Better, well-funded terrorist organization, and they commit way more atrocities and kill way more innocent people. It's not even close.
I completely disagree.
Okay, you can disagree with facts, but the facts are the facts, and I gave the numbers, and I think everyone here that's listening probably would say I have a stronger case in this one.
That doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? Like, you have your defense minister admitting that the Hannibal Directive was activated that day. We had the numbers and know who was killed. We know, based off of even Israeli documents, that the majority of people that have died are innocent people. I mean, it's just unacceptable, and this is why no one likes Israel, and this is why people are being critical of Jews. And let's be honest here. Let's have the real conversation. The real problem here is Jewish supremacy. Jews don't think that other lives matter more than theirs. They don't care about Palestinian life.
And what's unfortunate is it's not that it's their taught. Well, it's that they're taught. It's in their religion. It's in their fucking book. It's in the Bible. It's in their Bible not to. So they're literally being religiously taught to do this. It's like in the back of their brain. It's like, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's literally in the back of their brain.
It's embedded into your guys' ideology.
Okay,
It's embedded into your guys' ideology. You guys literally call yourselves the chosen people, and because you guys have this supremacy ideology, when you guys kill others, you don't care about it, and that's fine. But this is why the whole world is turned on Israel and Jewish people in general.
Is it
What's
different
that?
with the Muslim people? Is
What's-
it different? Is it different with the Muslim people?
In what way?
What they believe in? You're talking
Like
about
when
how
Muslims kill each
like
other?
how Jews are supremacy or whatever in the Talmud.
Well,
or
Jewish supremacy
Torah
is
or
very
whatever.
real.
Yeah. What about the Muslim one then? How's
I mean,
that
we
any
could do
different?
whataboutism all day.
Yeah,
like,
because
there's
I don't get the
problems that-
purpose. What are you getting from saying
there's
that?
problems.
It's
there's
true to every religion. It's just not.
Christians don't have.
No, because with Jews it's a lot different because it's tribal, and then you guys are not inclusive. You guys are exclusive. You can't really
we let
convert to
people
Judaism.
live-
You guys make it very difficult
Yeah,
on purpose.
we let
And then
2
it's an
million.
ethno-religion. It's not just a religion. It's also an ethnicity. So even there's atheist Jews, there's Christian Jews, there's Muslim Jews. You guys think that you're better based off your ethnicity. You guys call yourselves the chosen people.
Okay,
And
but
that is why you guys do the shit that you guys do. This is why you guys kill innocent people and say, "Oh well, Hamas."
Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey.
But what it really means is we have a right to
Oy
exist
vey.
at the expense of others' right to exist. Our right to exist overrides everybody else, and no one wants to call that out.
Jews cannot live anywhere else in the Middle East, pretty much. What is your answer to that?
That's your fault.
Well, the reason why is because you guys stole the land.
Right, that's your fault, nigga. And that's what's so annoying is that if you ever go back, if you look up what happened, you can see the Jews coming on the boats and the Palestinians inviting them. They said, "Come on, brother, you a part of this land too. We brothers." And niggas take their land. Niggas go on vacation, they come back, they house gone. It's decorated up. Oy vey, brother, how is you? You come back to my humble abode. Like, shit is crazy.
It happened way before Israel.
What happened before Israel?
Jews did not live equally. They had to pay jizya in order to pray.
Yeah, but Muslims, at the end of the day, actually, no, it's the Muslims treat you guys the best out of
that. That's just not true.
When you guys got exiled from Spain in 1492, who took you guys in? The Ottomans.
the
did.
Ottomans.
Yeah. And you guys were in a really bad spot at that point because you already been kicked out of like 109 different countries at that point. Like, dude, if I get kicked out of 109 bars, it's not the bars. It's me. I'm doing a bunch of bullshit.
I've heard that, yeah.
Like, that's the reality, and no one wants to say this. Like, Jews have been responsible for a bunch of bullshit throughout society, right? Right? Like you know, whether it's usury, coin clipping, poisoning wells, blood libel.
You can find anything
This
on
is all
any
real
certain
shit.
religion. You can find that everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
So again, you're
There's
saying nothing.
inherent
You're saying
problems
a lot
with
of
all.
things, but actually saying nothing.
But here's the difference.
No. No. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Christians aren't told to hate other people. Christians aren't told to hate anybody. Christians are told to forgive and guide to God. Like, Christians aren't told to do anything like evil in the sense like how the Talmud tells Jews don't. If he's a goyim, do not you're allowed to lie to goyim, treat goyim like beasts, da 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 da. Do I take game requests? This nigga, this is a podcast. I'm not on the game right now. The game, that's my other fucking channel, you dickhead.
I could talk shit about Muslims all day. I could talk shit about Christians all day. When I talk shit about Jews, that's when we start getting canceled. That's the point.
That's just not true.
Really?
Yeah. Who do you see go there, goes and says, "Oh, Muslims, blah blah blah"? It doesn't happen.
Shot for what?
Fucking cockhead.
Oh, speaking of how he gets.
He could have got shot for a lot of reasons.
Well, I think the point is that if I was to say, here, let me give you a perfect example. Randy Fine, you know who that is, right?
I don't.
Okay, he's basically a politician from Florida, representative from Florida, that talks shit about Muslims in Gaza all the time. One of the tweets he made.
What is that example? Okay.
Well, he's a hardcore Zionist and a Jew. So
what?
One of the I'm going to show you the double standard here. One of the tweets he made was, Gaza will run with blood. We have a Muslim problem in America, blah, blah, blah. Now, let's flip it. Let's say Rashida Tlaib or Ilhan Omar, two politicians I don't agree with because they're leftists, but let's imagine they said the streets of Tel Aviv will run with blood. Oh, we have a Jewish problem in America. Do you think they'd still be able to be representatives?
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't be.
You're crazy.
They wouldn't be. Ilhan Omar said Israel pays the everything revolves around Israel financially, and Rashida Tlaib said from the river to the sea will be free. Both of them got heavily admonished for that.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Randy Fein's able to make genocidal calls with zero consequence. So the point I'm trying to make here is that America is absolutely run by Jews, and that's a problem.
I do think Jews are overrepresented. I don't think it's run by Jews.
If they're overrepresented, okay.
It just means they're doing a good job. It doesn't mean anything else.
Yeah, what do they do with that good job when they're overrepresented?
They fuck everybody else.
They use their power and influence, right? This is the concept of world Jewry, which is also real that everyone wants to fucking deny. They use their power and influence to benefit the state of Israel to our dismay.
Okay.
You disagree with that?
I don't necessarily disagree with the fact that Israel is a good thing for America. And
It's not
America
I
abuses that.
disagree. I think it's a
Okay,
very
yeah.
bad thing for America.
You could think
We
so.
don't get any benefit from supporting Israel at all.
At all.
Except
Nixon literally wrote it in his fucking diary or his whatever the fuck he wrote it in. We don't get nothing. I don't know why the fuck we fucking with Israel.
Anything, you guys create geopolitical nightmares for us.
Again, the issue is we have completely two different histories, right? You believe that 9/11 happened because of the Jews. I don't, right?
Well, hold on. I never said 9/11 happened because of the Jews.
Oh, sorry.
What I'm saying is that there were Zionist fingerprints all over 9/11, and they absolutely had foreknowledge and allowed it to happen and facilitated it.
Okay. So the Jews are the issue in this case.
Well, they were a part of it, yes, but so was Saudi Arabia, and so was the American government. The difference is that Israel's supposed to be our greatest ally, and we give them a lot of aid, so that's unacceptable.
This Black Friday gift cleans your retainer at the touch of a button. No more brushing or tablets. Over 4 years ago.
But there was, this is irrefutable. Israeli intelligence assets were absolutely in New York City observing the towers get hit and celebrating.
All right.
You're talking about like 5 people that were there?
Oh no, there were more. There were several moving companies.
Yeah,
that
how many other groups of people celebrated that day? And countries?
I mean, there's a difference between.
And there was niggas celebrating with cameras in New York everywhere, recording it.
Intelligence officers from Israeli intelligence celebrating in New York City as it's happening versus other people in other countries. That's a lot different. And then on top of that, there were other intelligence assets that were Israeli that were all over the United States at the time conducting this and allowing it to happen. It wasn't just 5. Basically, Israeli intelligence operations were using movie companies as fronts to follow the terrorists around and knew everything that was happening and allowed it to happen.
That's a complete conspiracy.
I'm sorry?
That's a complete conspiracy.
Okay, so explain to me how when those 5 dancing Israelis were caught, 2 of them were identified by the FBI as intelligence assets for Israeli intelligence. Explain to me how several other Israelis were caught with permits to do work at the World Trade Center days before the towers hit, that were caught in a whole scheme in Tennessee with fake documents. Explain to me how the movie company, Urban Moving Systems, was owned by a guy named Dominic Suter, and he fled to Israel right after 9/11 happened when the FBI was doing search warrants at the locations. He was also funded by Israeli intelligence. Is that all a lie too?
No, I'm not saying it's a lie.
This comes from declassified federal documents. This isn't even me talking crap. You can look at the 302s yourself.
I'm sure you can find a lot of things for both sides.
Yeah, but the difference is that these guys are supposed to be our allies.
And they are.
And they facilitated and allowed the worst terrorist attack on American soil to ever happen.
Israelis love America.
What was that?
Israelis are very big allies to America.
I don't.
It's not a lie.
I don't think it's a two-way street. I think it's a one-way street. We give them all the benefits and they fuck us up and fuck us over.
Sure.
And I honestly think we should stop giving you guys aid altogether and let you guys fend for yourselves in the Middle East.
Anyways, in order to end on a good note, what do you think should the future be for the Israeli and the Palestinian people?
Well, we need to find a way to bring peace between the two, because if we allow the Israelis to keep having all the power and leverage that they have zero incentive to make a 2-state solution or a 1-state solution. So we need to make it where us giving them aid or supporting them is 100% contingent upon them actually giving the Palestinians some type of right of return or some type of sovereignty, whether it's you create a 2-state solution or you make it a 1-state and give everybody equality. We need to make it where we're not going to support them anymore unless they actually do that. The problem is that the Israelis keep trying to kick the can down the road, bring more Muslim countries in through the Abraham Accords versus actually finding peace. And that's actually another big reason why October 7th happened.
Oh, I know it. I know it's one of the reasons.
What was that?
I'm saying I know it's one of the reasons.
Yeah, it's one of them. The building the temple, all these different things have been an issue for a long time.
What do you think the Palestinian people would be okay with? Like, what are they going to accept with the process?
I think at this point they'd accept a 2-state or a 1-state, either or.
For 2-state, how much, like, percentage of the land do you think? What part of the land?
Probably 67 borders is what I'm guessing.
Do you think they would accept that?
I think they would, yeah. At this point, yeah. They probably would.
I
But
hope-
the Israelis are still trying to take more land, expanding the West Bank all the time, and making more illegal settlements. So,
All right. Well, I hope you have a good night. Thank
no
you.
worries, man. Thank you for coming up. We could agree to disagree. But
On
I think I made my case for you guys.
On God, that was a nice one. We ended up watching that forever, but I wanted to watch that because that was a nice interaction right there between a Israeli and a educated American. And unfortunately, the Israeli did not know what's going on in his own country and was embarrassed by the educated American. But that was a nice conversation. I like hearing how much propaganda can trick you even in your own country and you don't know, or you just don't care to know, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was a good interaction. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We came back, of course we're coming back strong for another good hour. We only watched Myron today, which is okay, because guess what, I'll be able to post all my clips of him on TikTok. Because if we watch Nick, they fucking like the band niggas. So as soon as I post a clip of Nick, they community guidelines. If I post too many, they ban me. So that's why I be trying to tell niggas on TikTok, do not worry about this account. I just use this for captions. Like, I just love the way TikTok does their captions. And yeah, that's the only reason why I use it. But yeah, appreciate everybody for stopping by. Even Miguel, because even Miguel, after being a dumbass. You gotta read, Miguel. It's on my fucking page. You should see the fucking title and the bio, and it doesn't say nothing about gaming, nigga. All right? Anyways, I will see y'all boys on Monday. Have a good weekend and pay attention and stay safe. Peace!
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok.